Starting from the beginning of the Christmas season, the Trumps has been the focal point of concentration, facilitating a progression of excessive festivals that have reignited conversation about her own and public lives. Enjoying some real success, our Donald Trump's thin triumphs over VP Kamala Harris by 1.5% of the public votes. The previous president and his family have taken to celebrating extravagantly. The merriment started with a sumptuous Christmas Eve party at Blish's a-Lago, Trump's elite Florida club, as indicated by page 6, the occasion radiated richness, and visitors paying a faltering $350 per individual to join in, while Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump throw streams at her. Their exquisite clothing, the extreme cost of her musicians polluted in analysis, igniting discussion about the elitist idea of the social event. The investigation did not end with Christmas. A video from a pre-New Year celebrations held on Blemish, a-Lago on December 28 immediately became a web sensation on the web. In the clubs, Donald Trump, wearing a sharp blue suit with a red and white tie, is seen moving energetically to the Oceanside Young Men work of art, California. Young ladies, Melania Trump's not with walking remains at the recognizable separations from her significant other, kissing from moving and collaborating with him. All things considered, she grins and moves, waves at the participants, keep claims. This concise communication in that department ignited well-established hypotheses about the condition of their marriage. Web-based entertainment client on X previously tweeted Bund thought no times expressing their viewpoint on the couple's dynamics. Not a solidarity token of closeness between them, no so much as a hint of hands the ideal couple. One client tweeted, mostly other called attention to the clear close of house distance between the two, with some kidding that Melania was satisfied her legally binding commitments as the previous first woman. One client justice getting her finish of years contract commitment finished while no more kidded is delightful. They have an extraordinary exchange going. This was not whenever such cases first had arisen during the Christmas season. A Christmas photograph posted by Trump via online entertainment has previously powered comparative theory. In the photograph, several postures officially withdrawn. Trump in a tuxedo and Melania in a sequenced figures embracing dress. Notwithstanding their marrying appearance, numerous analysts noticed the absence of closeness in their postures. I can't help thinking about the amount he is playing her to claims to be the content. One individual commented summarizing the feeling on various eyewitnesses. As open interest in their relationship developments, reports recommended Melania Trump is hesitate to get back to the White House in the event that Donald Trump get another official terms. Sources near the family have demonstrated that Melania planned to split her time between Washington, D.C., New York, and Plum Oceanside, where she has laid out an affectionate friends network throughout the course of recent years. As per insiders, Melania favored the security and solace of her family in Florida, where she was cut off her own space away from the consistent examinations of the political spotlight. During Trump's initial terms as president, tales about their off-beat living games planned overloaded badly. Our source purportedly let Reddit Online know that the couples had generally separate existences during their time in the White House. Donald Trump's involved the export while Melania divulged it in a two-room sited suited on the third floor. Insiders accept that plan would proceed if Trump somehow managed to get back to the administration possibility in similar rooms as in the past. Adding to the intro Arts report recommended that Melania has reconsidered her conjugal concurrence with Trump's own marriage event. In 2023, page 6 uncovered that Melania and her legitimate group has settled another postnuptial consist to get her mandatory future. The noticeable basically the third time she had refreshed the previous of her conjugal agreement. As per a source, the updates were important because of Trump's continuous fights in courts and the potential dangers they presented to the mandatory sidiness. Donald Trump's lawful difficulties has been mounting lately. In 2023, he has to deal with 34 lawful offensive penalties for distorting business records connected with quiet cash installment to porno entertainer Melanie Daniel. Moreover, he was seen as commonly at risk for physical manhandling and mailing author E. John Carroll. Government charges for misusing grouped achieves that state charges in Georgia for supposedly in devoting to the upset the 2020 political decision results have additionally muddled his legitimate scene. These moves have apparently affected Melina's choice to focus on her mandatory security and autonomy. Notwithstanding these turns of events, the Trumps have kept on introducing unfettered front at their public occasions. Nevertheless, Melina's determined separation from her significant other, both genuinely and actually, has just energized continuous tales about the idea of their relationship. While some guesses that their marriage depends on comfort or commitments, others accept it could be painstakingly arranged organization intended to explore the remarkable tension of their public lives. For Melina, with her feelings of control in by all accounts, a need in the midst of mayhem encompassing her better half fights in courts and political desires. The previous first wife has zeroed in a building in her life in Florida where she purportedly partaken it could be said of business as usual and independence. Source near her recommended that no set in stone to keep up with his equilibrium no matter what her better half's political desire. The public interest with Trump's and especially with Milana's part in the relationship give no indications of fading. While the couple keeps on moving to sparkling function and selective occasions, the fundamental inquiries regarding their dynamics persists. In this marriage, no of one of variable occasions, or it is a conditional plan indicated to serve their singular advantages. Until further notice, the response stays tricky, adding to the persons that encompassing quite possibility of America's most investigated couple.